Hi Slush, I'm Douglas. So, about 3 years ago, I had an idea. Selling ads on privately owned cars. Turned out to be a terrible idea, but what wasn't was selling ads on sides of delivery trucks. Large flat sides turned into ad spaces. And this proved to be a solid business model. But we were soon asked how we prove that these trucks are not parked in a garage for a week while the customer is paying. So we were forced to build a technical solution. The purpose? First count people around vehicles, and then measure how many were facing them. And finally, how many actually looked. And after 400-something iterations, we achieved accurate measurements within physical environments. And this was the breakthrough, because we could finally prove what the actual effect was from out-of-home ads, what works and what doesn't. And to put it in perspective, we could answer if the ad prices at Times Square are reasonable. We had the real answer. What is the actual effect of a specific ad on a specific screen? And why does this matter? Well, the out-of-home market is huge. Tens of billions in ad spend 2025, and still, every sold ad relies on an estimated reach. And we soon realized that our market is not just about ad spend, it's also about number of screens. And that took us to in-store retail media. In other words, screens in retail environments. Our market suddenly got a lot bigger. So, budget exists, attention exists. The missing piece is trusted audience data in real time. Today, my amazing team and I are building ASPACE. We've paired globally awarded engineers in computer vision and machine learning with senior directors from the biggest out-of-home and digital signage networks. In one sentence, we make the physical world as measurable and transparent as the digital one while respecting privacy. Think of it as Google Analytics, but for the physical world. So, how do we do it? This is ASPACE Vision, a small AI sensor that you attach to any physical advertising surface. The secret sauce? All data is processed on device. It's built with a privacy-first design, future-proof, according to all regulations. No frames or biometric data leaves the device, only aggregated and anonymous numbers go out. It answers 3 simple questions. Did a person actually look? For how long? And how many times? This small AI sensor is incredibly intelligent. And our business model is incredibly simple. A monthly license per device, low and scalable. And on top, every connected screen becomes a marketplace where buyers and sellers meet. It's called programmatic ad trading. This is not a new concept, but the reason why we are unique is because we are able to sell real verified contacts. And this establishes trust, which significantly increases revenue. Our own network of digital out-of-home already runs with ASPACE Vision. We are able to deliver live reports per screen and per creative, which is probably why we are fully booked for months. We are also doing international rollouts of ASPACE Vision in stores. For instance, in 119 stadium stores across Sweden and Finland. In short, we are in market. But why now? Well, CFOs now demand verified outcomes, not estimates. Retail media is exploding in stores, and out-of-home is still unverified. The moment budgets demand transparency, the market needs a new standard. We are that standard. I'm Douglas, and this is ASPACE. Thank you.
Thank you, Douglas. Who wants to kick off?
Hey Douglas, thank you so much for this. I'd love to understand both sides of the marketplace a bit better. So who are your ideal brands that putting the ads out, and how do you aggregate supply given the physical space is actually very hard to actually procure assets?
Excellent question. So, within ASPACE we have 3 companies. We have a mother and 2 daughters. In one leg we have the out-of-home part, which are the digital screens, our network of digital screens, and our trucks, the moving billboards. The customers in that division are the advertisers, the brands. What makes us unique is that when we sell an advertisement week, we are able to guarantee delivery. We include a specific number of verified contacts, which means we can guarantee delivery. And in the other leg, we have the vision sensor, and we offer it to stores and display owners. And yeah, sorry, was that the answer to your question?
Let me phrase it a different way. How do you think you can aggregate supply, so the physical space, in an efficient manner?
Yeah, so when it comes to the market fit, the sensor was actually requested by the market. There is no transparency today. It's all about estimates and traffic flows. And when we introduce the sensor, specifically when we have our own digital network of digital screens, we can prove and educate the market about the sensor. And that's why we have had such traction since we launched in June. Yeah, thank you.
Maybe two questions in one from my side. Would you say that the idea is mainly to make sure that you match the right ad or the right creative with the right space and screen, or is it rather to be able to measure the performance of an ad? And if it's the latter, is the feedback cycle typically quick enough for companies to be able to iterate and improve the creative in order to be able to drive the ROI on that? Or
perfect question. So we have two different purposes of clients. Some wants to, like you're saying, optimize the content, and you can do so in real time. All the data that is presented by the sensor, the screen owner or the advertisers gets in real time in our platform, which makes it easy to A/B test different content to optimize everything. You know, out of home is about estimates today, but right now with the sensor, you can have the facts about, you know, is the purple background better than the pink? When should the logo be visible? You know, everything about that. And then we have the other screen owners that just want to capitalize on the content. They want to sell a part of the loop. And then we have the contact generation of the sensor that's more important.
There is time for a very quick question.
Yes. Thank you so much. I love the simplicity of this. How is the revenue split between the sensor sales and then the memberships and the media? Yeah.
Okay, so we launched in June 2025 after having developed for 3 years. Since June, we have had a revenue of about 1.2 million euros. And most of it is within the digital out-of-home department right now. And 2026, we are expecting a large growth of the sensor rollouts. We have several planned, and over time, the sensor will be absolutely 90% of the revenue.
All right. Thanks a lot, Douglas.
Thank you.
That's it.